It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we'll see who rules the skies in today's battle. It's the Philadelphia Eagles and the Baltimore Ravens, and it comes your way next on Madden NFL 25.
Autumn has arrived in the Mid-Atlantic region of the U.S., and it is a glorious afternoon at M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Now, Charles, you and I, we've done a lot of games together. Always seems like we're rehashing the same storylines. Turnovers, of course, always a big story. Quarterback play, running backs, yada, yada, yada. But getting ready for this one word kept coming to mind, and that's preparation.
Well, it's critical to be prepared. Physically, mentally. When you think about getting ready for an NFL game, you have to wonder, what will they throw at us that maybe we haven't seen before? 2-minute drill, maybe different things like that. Got to be prepared. You're exactly right.
Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. Out come the Eagles for the first time, and the man in charge at quarterback in his 5th year now, Jalen Hurts.
He's coming off a season where he certainly experienced his fair share of ups and downs. On the positive side, he threw for career highs in passing yards and touchdowns. On the negative side, he threw the most interceptions in his career, and his team struggled and collapsed down the stretch. If he can get back to playing mistake-free football without sacrificing his aggressiveness, this team can get back to competing for a Super Bowl berth.
They run with a dangerous Saquon Barkley, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. 2nd down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave him 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
From the gun, it's Hurts. He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run.
Execution was one of their watchwords leading up to this one, and on that play, able to execute brilliantly here on this opening drive.
So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 41. Hurts. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that will bring up 2nd down.
If you're running out route, it's likely you're going to end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. The false start hurts him there a bit. Backs him up to 2nd and 9. After the penalty, they go with Barkley. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Throwing is Hurts. Target is to Dotson, and he's got him. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. From the 23, here's 2nd and 2. Here's Hurts to throw. This one goes out wide for Barkley. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
Well, they clearly wanted to come out, Charles, and be aggressive throwing the football, and they've been pretty efficient along with that aggressiveness. He's now 4 of 4 on this opening drive.
Yeah, and that's led to a fresh set of downs. I like what he's doing back there. You can tell he's at ease. Feels good about what he's doing. And I think if I'm the play caller, I'm reading that, and I'm continuing to let him throw the football.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The Georgia man, Roquan Smith, came in and got him.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. They'll run it again with Barkley. Sheds off the tackle and out of bounds all the way down at the 3. Mark that as a gain of 16 to set him up 1st and goal.
That's how you get right up off of the mat, because on the last play, they stoned him in the backfield and dropped him for a loss. But he's the type of guy that scared me a little bit because he's not daunted. Just got right back up, showed some confidence, and picked up a first down with his very next run.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the right.
Hurts with a little pop pass on the jet sweep. Oh, and this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away.
No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
Barkley will get down close to the goal line, but not in, as he'll be marked down at the 1.
After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, but now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
Barkley again. And he's in for an Eagles touchdown. Saquon Barkley punching it in from a yard away.
And the Eagles are on the board first on the road here in Baltimore. Well, he finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL, a complete back. 3 downs, stay on the field, run it and catch it, and he gets it done.
On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. He's got it, and the Eagles lead at 7-zip. So that one a long 11-play drive.
And it ends with a Saquon Barkley touchdown run.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. So here's the first drive for the Ravens, and at the helm is the 2023 NFL Most Valuable Player. Second such time he's won the award, Lamar Jackson.
And he's coming off a season where he showed everyone that he's worth every single penny he was given. He now has 2 MVP trophies on his resume and was on the verge of adding a Lamar Hunt trophy to go with it. Unfortunately, things didn't work out in his favor, but make no mistake about it. He's truly one of the most electrifying players in the NFL. As long as he's the man under center, they'll always be in championship conversation.
Flowers going to go in motion right.
They go play action with Jackson. Throw left side complete. That's Henry. Call it a gain of 3 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
And they'll come up on a 2nd and 7 from the 27.
Now Jackson. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Nolan Smith brings him down on the pass rush. The defense is always talking about not letting Lamar Jackson get comfortable. A good job there on his opening drive of making him uncomfortable.
And you're talking about doing it so early in the game because all week long, there's been anxiety on the defensive side of the ball. How do we keep this guy hemmed in? How do we tackle him? To get it done that early, that's got to feel great for them.
Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. He'll look to throw. And he's going to go down again.
Nolan Smith
drops him again for the second straight play, and it brings up 4th down. The start of this game shaping up nicely on that visiting sideline.
Yeah, how about that? You get your points on the opening drive. Then you get a big sack there on 3rd down, and you make the home crowd go, shh.
There is a hush indeed.
4th down, and out comes Jordan Stout here to punt.
And a fair catch taken back near about the 35, 36-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground at Saquon Barkley. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
He did have the touchdown run earlier, but not a heck of a lot more than that throughout this game.
No, not at all. In fact, I would say that this defense has done as good of a job on him as they have on any runner in recent memory.
Ball on the 39. Here's the 2nd and 8.
Again, it's Barkley. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier but shut it down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well.
Now 3rd down and 7. Hurts sets up to throw it. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have an Eagles 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the 1st down.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. Now back to throw. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. Well, prior to that, he had hit his first 6 passes to start the game, so on a nice little run to begin.
It feels like this offense has carried its dress rehearsal into the game, you know, because you do practice it, you do go through it, and in this case, it is clicking exactly like they drew it up.
A give to Barkley out of the gun, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They lose 2 on that last play, so things get even tougher. 3rd and long coming up.
I thought he did a nice job there setting an edge and make sure nothing could get to the outside, but he decided that wasn't enough for him. Worked his way back inside and made the tackle on the ball carrier.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Over the middle, brought in by Dotson.
And they will get this across midfield, but still well short of the first as he's dropped at the 46. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on 4th.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
On is the punter man as he boots this one away.
No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Second quarter now from Baltimore. It's the Ravens in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. Second down coming up.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
They'll motion the tight end across the formation.
To the right side, into the hands of Flowers.
Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that'll leave him with a 3rd and 2.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
They'll try to run for the first with Henry.
And he will have a Ravens first down. It won't be by much. He needed 3, and he got 3, barely. But the mark shows first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. Now it's Jackson. He's got it complete to Aguilar. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. The Raven passing game getting in sync, another first down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. A handoff, running left, Henry. Trying to keep those big legs churning, but he's going to go down in the backfield.
Jalen Carter working his way back behind the line of scrimmage and dropping him for a loss.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
So a step in the wrong direction. Now they'll look to make amends on 2nd and 14. Again, it's Henry. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down. Here's Jackson. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack.
Buried for the sack by big Jalen Carter. These sacks now, they're starting to pile up, Charles. And that front 7 defensively, they've had their way with this offensive line.
And I think at this stage, we have to start thinking about different play calls. We've got to start helping this quarterback out because the entire game he's been under siege. I don't care what the down and distance. They've got to get the ball out of his hands a lot quicker.
46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. And this one's out of bounds. Should be inside the 10, I think it is. At the 6-yard line.
The Eagles just about set to go to work on offense.
The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
And he's going to go down right near the goal line. The officials look at each other. They're going to mark him at the 1-yard line.
That is the big fella, Nnamdi Madubuike, forcing his way in. He comes up with a sack.
As I was watching the play unfold, my eyes immediately went to the referee because I wanted to see, was he going to put those 2 hands over his head, that universal signal for a safety? But it's at the 1-yard line. You know you're playing with fire when you get sacked that close to the goal line.
Barkley, inside handoff. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long.
They were just trying to give their offense a little more room down near their own goal line, but this is just going to make things worse.
The offense on 3rd down, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 16. Up the middle with Barkley. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave them with a 4th down.
But they got off the field on 3rd down. An excellent job, an excellent defensive series. We always talk about adjustments, and usually only at halftime. But the best teams adjust series to series. And on that series, they adjusted so well that they got the job done in fine style.
The Eagles send out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he's able to get it out quickly, and this is not a bad kick here. He'll take it a few steps in front of the 50. 44-yard punt, return of 9. And the Ravens set up well to begin their drive as it'll begin in enemy territory already.
And Baltimore's offense set for this next possession.
They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum?
And this is incomplete. Very lucky to get that one back. That nearly picked. It's 2nd down now.
Now it's Jackson.
He'll find the former Steeler, Deontay Johnson.
And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. His first catch of the game, good for 11 and a 1st down.
And now at this point in the first half, you've got to realize as an offense, you're not going to get it all back in one fell swoop. This is going to be about sustained drives and making sure you finish with points. And that's a good throw there for a 1st down.
And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Jackson will throw again.
That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end.
9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Here now, 3rd and a yard.
Aguilar in motion left. Now Jackson taps his forward jet sweep. And he will have a 1st down at about the 21-yard line.
And this is just a little touch pass. They send the receiver in motion, just kind of tap it forward to him. Now, it doesn't turn into a huge play, but they do pick up a 1st down, a nice, consistent gain.
They go play action now. Jackson This one caught by his tight end, Andrews. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
Flowers going to go in motion right.
Play action. It's Jackson. And it's incomplete, broken up. But there is a flag down. Let's see what that's about.
Well, every lineman knows the rule. You only get a 1-yard buffer beyond that line of scrimmage, and then the flag is thrown, and he got tagged for it there.
In motion right is Aguilar. From the gun, it's Jackson. Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. And now the rookie's free. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD.
Well, Charles, as a defender yourself who made a few of those plays back in your day, I know you know there's no better feeling than a pick-6 for a defender.
And the big thing is when you take it and you realize you're out there and you've got a great chance to score, not to get overexcited and have one of the yard lines trip you up, or the turf monsters, we used to call it, knock you down before you get to the end zone. That didn't happen on that play. He carried it home.
Elliott on for the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick-6. So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The Ravens ready to take over.
And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay.
That one into the hands of Flowers.
And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. That's a good way to start the drive, 17 yards and a first down.
And a nice job by the two of them to not only connect on the pitch and the catch, but to carry over their practice work to the game field. They saw the adjustment by the defense, made an adjustment themselves, and picked up the first down.
To throw is Jackson.
Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted.
Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick.
And the Eagles are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. And that now 2 interceptions thrown in the second quarter.
And you know, a lot of people look at these guys and they think to themselves that maybe, possibly, they're still thinking about the first one. And they probably are. I think in this case, he's just trying to atone for the first interception. Tried a little bit too hard, maybe forced it a bit, and instead created a second one.
Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession.
They'll start at the 40, so great starting field position following the interception.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. They'll try and start this drive in the air. This short throw caught by Goddard. Evades the tackler, and now some space. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable 2nd down.
2nd down and a yard.
They'll look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Brown.
And A.J. going to pick up an Eagles 1st down as he'll get this down to the 47-yard line.
It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
From the gun, it's Hurts.
It's caught. Smith. So the completion good for 7 there, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
Here's 2nd and 3. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts.
This short throw caught by Goddard. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Throwing is Hurts.
That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it, and that'll bring up 2nd down. So 5 plays on this drive, Charles. All passes, all completions. And just like that, they're in the red zone.
And don't you think the playbook opens up a little bit more now? Because all they've done is throw the football. If you want to run it now, you may very well have them fooled.
Here's Hurts to throw.
To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9.
Hurts.
Dancing to his left. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. The kick by Elliott is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Here, it was the always dangerous Saquon Barkley with the impressive first half. He had a touchdown run that helped get his guys this halftime lead. This was an extremely one-sided first half. One team showed up ready to go. The other's been in a daze thus far, but there's still plenty of time left for this one to tighten up significantly.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. A very one-sided first half. 17-0 our score as we get going in quarter number 3.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Ravens offense and Lamar Jackson set to take over once again. And it's been a struggle for him all afternoon. This defense has really done a nice job of making him earn everything he gets, and it's prevented him from getting into any kind of rhythm here today. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. Jackson. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Milton Williams. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in third and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. Back to throw here. And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on 3rd down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up.
Well, this is just a continuation of what we saw in the first half. So much for the fresh start to begin the 3rd quarter. Still off-target throws, no rhythm throwing the football, and obviously no touchdown scored in this game.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10. They begin with a run by Barkley. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it's just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. They'll go to Barkley again. And he'll push forward to the 37, gain of 2. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
They'll come up now 3rd and 9. They'll look to throw here. Hurts fumbles it. Offensively lucky they're able to keep the football, but now 4th down, so they'll have to boot it away.
I do think, though, they're going to look at this as a positive. 1, they recovered the fumble, so they retained possession. But 2, being able to punt it changes field position for them. Imagine if that turnover takes place there. Now your defense has to go onto the field and try and hold. Instead, they get a little breathing room.
The Eagles send out their punter now as he's on to kick it away. A call for a fair catch, and it's made at about the 23-yard line. The Ravens offense now, they get set and head back onto the field. And they have had their problems moving the ball through the air as we take you through some of the action from earlier. This secondary has played about as well as you can. Many times they've left this quarterback with nowhere to go with the football. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions. This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
They'll have to deal with a 2nd and 14 now after the loss. Running from the gun with Henry. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They snap it at 1. Now it's Jackson. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Ravens 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the 1st down.
A 1st down carry for Henry. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. 2nd down. That ground game contained again there, Charles, and that's really a big reason that they're trailing right now.
And give a lot of credit to that defensive front. That's exactly what they worked for all week, to try and take away the run game, make them one-dimensional. In the battle of game plans, theirs has been superior.
2nd down, they go again with Henry. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Now Jackson. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he has another 1st down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 40. The Ravens get a new set of downs, give them 17 on that pickup.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
10th carry now for Derrick Henry. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. 2nd down coming up. Well, another modest gain there on that one. And I think, Charles, you can probably pin part of the deficit on a failure on their part to really get this ground game established.
Yeah, and they've really struggled to be multidimensional in this one, haven't they, partner? Because they have to be extremely one-dimensional now if they hope to get back into this game. They'll have to do it by throwing the football and hope to have success through the air.
Jackson. He's able to find Wallace. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. And he's able to pick up the 1st before he's taken down at the 27. At 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Nothing in that 1st half, nothing on the last drive, but they're moving now with a 1st and 10. Henry out of the pistol. He'll take it inside the 25.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
From the 24 now, here's a 2nd and 7.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. 17 yards on the play as they try to eat into this 17-point deficit.
Has not been a big game for him throwing the football. I think he feels like, let's try something different. Let's use the legs here and see if we can make some plays.
And no passing touchdowns, yardage not where he would like it. Try something new. It worked there. And now Jackson will look to throw it. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
What a job by this defense all game long. They've come together and really said, no one's crossing our goal line, and they're definitely not going to start right now.
You can just see the dejection. Feel like nothing is working offensively. They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. Jackson options out left. And he probably should have given that one off as he's going to get hit and taken down behind the line. This will be a loss of 3 and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
Third and goal, Jackson. They set up the screen for Henry. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. A terrific job there to keep him out of the end zone. And now it'll be 4th and goal. So with a 4th and goal looming, we hit the end of 3 quarters of play. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Baltimore. It's the Ravens with possession of the football, but trailing on the big board as we get set for the 4th. And we'll begin it with a field goal try here. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. Tucker's kick is good. And they're on the board at least here. It's now 17-3. Well, with that field goal, you can argue they needed to get back within 2 scores, and they did indeed do that, but still a pretty uphill battle.
Still going to take 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns to get back into it. And as you and I know, that's a tall order against any NFL defense. They're going to need their own defense to make some plays as well to give them an opportunity.
Tucker now following the made field goal, set to kick it away. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Philadelphia getting sent to take the field. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll drop it off with Saquon Barkley. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And for the defense, this is a spot where you don't want to totally sell out to stop the run, but you do have a pretty good idea of what you're going to see. And that's good work right there to keep them in check on that first down carry.
2nd down, 8 to go from the 28. Now Hurts going to keep it running left. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Beating him there with his legs. 21 yards, first down. Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there. Worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it. Most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. And the trend continues here in the fourth like it was in the first, second, and third. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 27-yard line. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because to me this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
Hurts sets up to throw it.
And this will be caught by Brown. So the completion.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
To throw again on second down. Hurts. He's got Dallas Goedert, his tight end, over the middle.
And Goddard going to have an Eagles first down as a tackle made at the 15-yard line.
They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive continues.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
They'll try the right side here. Barkley. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13.
Brought down on the play by Trenton Simpson.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now.
Running again with Barkley on second down.
And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9.
I think that run gives us evidence that the defense is getting a little bit tired out there. They've been out in the field for a long time, and that last run, they just cut right through them.
The Eagles on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 4.
Dotson in motion right.
Out of the gun now on third down. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And they will finally get him down as he's all the way to the 36-yard line.
So they get the interception and almost as importantly, a big return after that.
And who was the guy that saved the touchdown, partner? The guy who threw the interception. A lot of times, he just gives it the old Olay, but give him credit. He went old school. He is determined not to make this a pick six, and he got there in time to make the tackle.
And the Ravens taking the field.
The interception was a great starting point, but now they need points pretty quickly, down 2 scores.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll send the big tight end in motion right.
Throw caught by Flowers.
And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Now 2nd and 5.
Here's Jackson to throw. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first.
It hasn't been the cleanest game for him, but there was a sign of improvement as he looks towards the next one. Nice bit of scrambling to move the sticks, and even more importantly, he didn't risk adding another interception to his ledger.
In motion left goes a tight end. Oh, and they sent the man in motion too late. This is going to be a delay.
Now, the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
The delay of game, a costly one, as they're backed up 5 for first and goal. Here's Jackson. Flushed out right. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson, a 15-yard touchdown run.
And the Ravens have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. Now, this defense, so many things to worry about in the red zone area, but you'd have to almost think that Lamar Jackson running the football, that might be number one.
It should be number one, and in this portion of the field where things shrink a little bit because the receivers can't run past anyone because they'll run out of real estate, you should have all eyes on Lamar Jackson when the ball is snapped and try and keep him back in the pocket.
Yeah, I don't think that they were surprised he was running it there. They just couldn't stop him, and he ends up in the end zone.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. They've been asleep for a little while on this side of the football, Charles, and the score is just a one-score game now. Haven't had any points this half. What gives?
Let's go old school here. All right, let's get back to the basics. Get back to running the football, high percentage throws. Find the guys that eat pressure and make plays for you and make sure they touch it.
A quick throw there is incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. He'll look to throw. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down.
That incompletion certainly makes this upcoming 3rd down a little bit more crucial. They need to find the right play to convert here and maybe start to tamp down a little bit of momentum the other side is starting to gain.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Nabi Matabike
Able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Well, this has turned into an absolute week to forget for this quarterback. Multiple sacks, pair that with multiple turnovers. As far as he's concerned, if he ever sees this defense again, it'll be way too soon.
The Eagles send out their punter now, standing just outside his own goal line. So just a 3-yard return following a punt of 45. And the Ravens, they'll take over. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field.
And it feels like the momentum has shifted. They scored, then their defense forces that last punt. And now a chance to tie the game on this possession.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That's caught. It's Flowers. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
I got the sense that the defense created a little momentum for them there, didn't they?
Did their job, forced the punt. Now, nice start to the drive. Offense has to do their part.
Yeah, they certainly do, but what a great start for them. They've got to go thank the guys on D.
To throw is Jackson. And this is going to be hauled in by the tight end Andrews. Another first down there as this one goes for 25.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the fourth. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Jackson now. And he'll go right back to Andrews. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. Now it's Jackson. Throw right side is complete to Andrews, his tight end. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end, a guy that you can line up anywhere, in the slot, out wide, in tight, doesn't really matter because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
With that incompletion, reality is staring them right in the face. This entire game is down to the next snap.
This one, an absolute must. It's 4th and 4. Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down. He's got his target. That's complete. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. They'll come out in the pistol. Henry will take this into the end zone. It's a Ravens touchdown. Well, the hard part's done. Now they just need to split the posts, tie it up, but then their defense is going to have to hold up to send it to overtime.
Yeah, no matter what. I know there's an inclination in it when you have momentum to go for 2 here, but if you miss it, you don't give your defense a chance at all.
Plus, been a good game. I want to see overtime. I'm selfish.
You obviously don't have a flight to catch.
Tomorrow. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And we are tied here in the fourth quarter. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And Derrick Henry able to finish it off with a touchdown run. This crowd alive again. Some were headed for the exits, but a fourth quarter comeback has tied things up as the kick is away here. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Eagles set and ready for their next offensive drive. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now, but let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here.
This is 1st and 10. Hurts. And this one too low. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
Here's Hurts to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, now 3rd and 10. And first things first, before you think about marching the ball down the field, you got to move the chains.
You're exactly right. Got to get back into focus here. Get the first down. That's what's vital to them.
Throwing is Hurts. Flush to his right. And this play going to be stopped in its tracks at the 32, and obviously well short of the first down. The Eagles send out their punter now as he's on for the 5th time here today. Fielded at about the 28. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And they will take over 1st and 10. Baltimore about ready to go on offense. They need to get this around the 40 to have a chance to win it in regulation. From the 40, it's a 57-yard field goal, so that gives you a gauge.
And all they're trying to do now is pick up yardage in good chunks and get out of bounds to stop the clock. If they end up running a play and get tackled in bounds, they're worried the clock may run out on them and finish the game.
And they'll have to be careful how they handle this. Here's Jackson. That one into the hands of Flowers. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. Second and 6 coming up. Throwing, Jackson. That'll be caught by the big tight end, Andrews. And they've got it well across midfield, down to the 40 before it's all said and done.
Now you're right on the edge of field goal range. You've still got time, but get up to the line of scrimmage and get set.
Final minute, 1 timeout remaining. 1st and 10. Inside handoff, Henry. Oh, that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. They'll run it again with Henry. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. The clock reading 40 seconds. Here's 2nd and 10. Henry up the middle. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2. They'll come to the line now on a 3rd and 6. Henry will get it. He's been busy today.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line.
At this stage, you've got to hustle. You've got to get back to the line of scrimmage because you're saving that timeout to make sure you have a chance to get your kicker out there for the big shot.
So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. He made his only attempt earlier. This for the win. And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through. And joy will reign in the inner harbor as the Ravens have won it.
That was an excellent come-from-behind victory, Charles, especially there in the fourth quarter. Both offense and defense were clicking. They're going to feel good about this one.
Boy, are they ever, because the deficit they faced certainly wasn't small. They obviously did not give up on that one, and in the end, how about that come-from-behind victory? They'll cherish this one for a while.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Ravens are victorious here as we say so long from Baltimore.